Well, guys, we're back. We're up to race 5, the Dequetteville Stakes for the 2-year-old fillies, and it's the start of the quadding. If we get the quadding on the weekend, we'll never have to work again, that's for sure. I don't think there's a lot of depth to this race. It's obviously a listed race, and a lot will be trying to get black tied. I've set on number 8, Motown Little from the Robert Smyrna stable. Beautifully bred. It ran some nice races during the Spring Carnival. First up and ran second at Sandown. I just think he's brought over the border, trying to get that black tie win. If it's breeding, it'll be worth a lot then as a broodmare once it's retired racing. And around the $9.50 mark at the moment, I think it's great each way odds. So number 8, Motown Lil, to beat number 7, which we have Extra Olive. Now, this will be first up. This is from the Freeman stable. I say they would have targeted this race specifically in mind, so make sure that you put this in your placings, because this will be very hard to beat. Number 5, Mukwala from the Hay stable. That was a very good win last start. Done it really easy and showed plenty of ability. And then number 1, If Not When. What a story this has been. A $15,000 purchase, won over $200,000 with those Vobis races, which is just a great incentive. And its wins have been of a really good horse as well. So can the fairy tale continue? I hope it does for the owners, but I'm thinking it might just be a bit up in grade sort of this race compared to be running against, and I think there might be a couple better. But great story, and well, they can't lose the owners or what they've outlaid for what's got back already. So that's what makes racing such a great sport, and especially here in Australia, and we never want to lose it, that's for sure. Race 6, we have one of the features, another one of the features, a great card as we said, great to see. It's the Irwin Stakes, weight for age, a time-honoured race in Adelaide, one of the traditional lead-ups to the Goodwood Handicap. I really like one here, number 3, Heart of Lion. We've got number 3 again here from the Lloyd Kennelwell stable. This horse got a good record, hasn't been seen since July last year. Tried really well the other day. I'm thinking it's ready to go first up. The horse just went through the grades last prep really well, and I expect it to be very hard to beat here. Actually, I'm very confident that it'll be winning here, Heart of the Lion. In a tough race to beat, number 4, Carasadas. Such a consistent horse, always been one of my favourites. I remember backing this horse in Oakley Plate at 150 to 1 or something. Ran 4th off the top of my head, just missed 3rd. Such a really good horse, and he'll run a great race. He's around the $26 mark at the moment. I think that's crazy odds for him. If I load my thing. And numbers 9 and 5, we have numbers 9 is Tuscan Sling, which is the short price favourite. Obviously, this mare's form with Darren Weestable impeccable. Her last 2 runs have been against Ascaldelia, so that's Group 1 form. Barrier 1 out weight for age. She's really well in. But, you got to take her on at some stage, and I'm just taking her on this day. I think Heart of the Lion's a nice progressive horse. And number 5, Cashed. Bit of a D-Day form. I thought, early on the prep he might be up to a race like the Goodwood, but he hasn't really shown it yet this prep. So this is D-Day form, but I'm not giving up on him totally. So 3, 4, 9 and 5 there in a great race, the Irwin Stakes. Race 7 is really the feature of the day. It's the Warrior Stakes. Registered, now known as the Schweppes Western Stakes, and this is the lead up to the Schweppes Oaks for the 3-year-old fillies. It's a Group 3 race. I'm going right down the bottom here, not right down the bottom, I'll get 2k away, but number 18, and the big field, there's 20 runners, so this is what we love to see. Big fields, there's plenty of money, plenty of good odds, takes good jockeys to ride these. I'm going one here, massive odds, it's $51 at the moment, number 18, Dashy Bow. Ryan Hurdle on, barrier 6. I just think it's going to get a beautiful run. It's a late maturing filly. Ran second last start at Gore in the benchmark 64, and you might think, oh geez, that's a bit. Don't worry about it. It's got form at good 3-year-old city level, and I think it's crying out for 1800. Show that Gore last start 1700. I think it's stupid odds. It's got some really good form behind some of these in Saturday races. And I think it's the one who's on the up, and I'm happy to take a chance at $51 here that it's worth a ticket. To beat number 4, Beluga Blue, we tipped this on Derby Day in the Wakeful, ran second at big odds. I think it'll be ready to really hit its peak. from the Leon and McDonald stable. Clearly not. Couple of chances at the top have drawn and shocking. This one has two. Barry 19. Stablemate Sebo Levy, who won the listed race last time, has got Barry 20. So barriers have put a curse on some of these. The favourite Silence Edition, who I know Dan has a big rap on, and I would presume would be tipping, has got Barry 13. It's got Craig on. So interesting barriers. They're going a bit more forward this campaign. So I'd say they'll probably do the same thing from out there. But I'm going Beluga Boo for second. Number 16, this is another one I really like. I think there's a horse on the way out, Concubine, from the Hay stable. I really think it's just said, once again, crying out for the 1800 metres. Beautifully bred filly, and if you can get a bit of black top here, they'll be laughing at the end of its racing career. And number 6, Jackie's Joy, another one at around $26 at the moment, I think is over the odds. Racing to me like what's 1800, 2000 metres, racing very down one pace, and I expect them to go forward and give them cheap. But I'm going number 18 there as a roughie, $51. Do not look at its last start run and worry about Gawler. Trust me, I think it's up to these, especially over 1800. I think it's worth an each way ticket for sure. We'll go to the last race, and this is a cracking race. This is really a cracking race here. It's the Rodelva Stakes, and we have Miss Gunpowder and Don't Doubt Mama, the two headline horses here. Miss Gunpowder got beat first up the day, but she's taken great proving of it, going by Philip Stokes. Don't Doubt Mama's been freshened back to the 1100, probably for the Sangster Stakes, the other feature Group 1 race in Adelaide coming up in the next few weeks, I should say. So I'm going for one here, number 3, Counterpulse, who's a very good horse on his own. His record of 5 wins from 10 starts says that. His first up win was really good. Then last day he was in the Miss Gunpowder race, which was won by Vidora. Third up, I reckon he's ready to go bang. First up, he's had 3 starts with 3 wins. Second up, he's never ran a place. He kept that pattern perfectly. I expect him to peak third up here. He's $34 at the moment. I think that's crazy odds. I really think he's over the odds. This horse should not be those odds. And I'm happy to have a good each way go at him at those odds. I'm taking on the favourites actually in this whole race. I actually am. I think the top 2 are very vulnerable in this race. They're going to be short. But I'm going to stick with number 9, Vidora, who beat Miss Gunpowder last start, fair and square. I think he'll give some cheek again. Number 12 down the bottom here, Coco Doll. Do not leave this one out. Philip Stokes, a lightly raced horse, having its 4th start with Craigie Williams on. It's thrown into a race like this. Like we said many times here, I have a lot of respect for Philip as a trainer. Won a benchmark 64 last start, done it nice and easy. But once again, Philip showed his hand last prep. He won a debut in Morpheville and made it, and he took it straight to Caulfield for a Group 3 fillies race. Now, I did run last, but once again, I have respect for Philip that it was showing him something that it's worthy of taking there. It's won first up again, and he's thrown into the deep end again. So don't let this slip by this one. Coco Doll, number 12. Must include in your trifectas and first fours. And number 2, Don't Doubt Mama for 4th. I think she's the best horse in the race. Her turn of foot, on paper is sensational. But coming back to the 1100 metres, barrier 6 midfield, going to need a bit of luck. Going to need a bit of clear room in the straight. And I think we'll be doing its best work late, obviously. But my opinion, I think Counterpulse will be off and gone. And hopefully take the prize. I'm leaving Miss Gunpowder in my first fall there. Even though she's got barrier 1 now. I just think that 1100, I think I'll be too sharp for her again, in my opinion. I think I think I'll just burn her off. So we'll see if that gets happens or not. Saturday afternoon after the last, we'll know. Alright, so a tough day, but I think it's a really good day's racing. My best bet is I'm going to go, it's a tough one, but I'm going to go number race 6, number 3, Hard Line. He's my best bet of the day. He's $19 at the moment. He's coming for 20 months. I think he's going to even start shorter. So I'd probably advise maybe have something on at 19s at the moment. So it's a good price for best bet. I'm trying to go for 3 weeks in a row. Fingers crossed. And roughly the day, I have to go with race 7, number 18, Dashy Bro. He's $51. He's the roughest of the day, and I have to go with him. And I think my each way special of the day, really, we've been doing that last few weeks as well, is the last, number 3, Counterpulse. $34, about $8 a place at the moment. I'll be shocked if he doesn't run a place. So I really think, as I said, we get the quality on Saturday. you'll be counting your money for a very long time. With Motown Lou as well in the first leg. Really good day's racing, plenty of value, and that's the way we like it here on Winning Easy. Fingers crossed we get some winners. Don't forget to check Dan's preview and see who Dan's going in these races. And once again, thank you for your support. Keep spreading the word, and if this is the first time you've tuned in, I hope you've enjoyed the show. With my co-host Dan, it's a lot more lively than that, and you'll see that next week and all the way through the Winter Carnival up here in our home state of Queensland, which is why I've got the Queensland State of Origin shirt on. And if you've got any topics, please send in any questions, whether it's about tipping, form aspect, race courses, trainers, jockeys, if it's on the breeding side, if it's about the ownership side, anything. We're more than happy to ask the questions to the best of our knowledge, and if not, get some expert advice for sure. But thank you once again, and we'll be back next week, hopefully with plenty of winners from the weekend. Cheers, guys. Thank you.